So I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking further developments. The President of the United Nations General Assembly, Annalena Baerbock, has now issued a strong call in light of what's taking place in Gaza. Let's listen into what she said.
We have the high-level international conference for the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine and the implementation of the two-state solutions. This is a chance to address reality that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict cannot be resolved by endless war, continued occupation and terror. The only way to ensure that both Israelis and Palestinians can live in lasting peace, security and dignity is the two-state solution. It is crystal clear that international humanitarian law calls for the protection of civilians and civilian infrastructure. They must be protected always. And I've been also crystal clear on that one in the past, in the speeches, but I'm here again, that civilians must not be targeted.
The UNGA president has emphasized that the misuse of civilian places for military purposes is a breach of the Geneva Convention. She has stated that the conflict cannot be solved through endless war or terror, and she's also stressed that a two-state solution is a path to lasting peace and security. What's interesting is her words come just ahead as world leaders are going to gather in New York for the annual UN meeting later this month. Professor Inbar still with us on the broadcast. As I pointed out earlier, we are expected to see several countries vote on a resolution that France is going to bring forward. We've seen France, the United Kingdom, interestingly, Belgium and Australia stating that they will be recognizing the state of Palestine in the upcoming UNGA session. What do you make of their statements? Would this recognition merely be symbolic? Because we do know that it is the UNSC that truly has the voice that counts for what could change the reality on the ground.
I think it's the UN is a morally bankrupt institution, and it is very much biased against Israel. So I don't think the UN has any voice in this matter. Actually, the two-state solution is something that Israel is not opposed to. Actually, we've seen recently a three-state solution: Israel, a state in Gaza ruled by Hamas, and another area ruled by the PLO in the West Bank. And this didn't bring any peace because the Palestinians are committed to terrorism against Israel. If you take polls among the Palestinians, 80% of them support Hamas and the atrocities that were committed on October 7th. I don't think that you can establish a nice Palestinian state that is ready to live peacefully next to Israel with this population. So the UN and many other countries can make statements as long as it takes, but it doesn't change the position of the Palestinians on the destruction of Israel. There were many attempts to change the education system in the Palestinian territories, and it didn't help. They continue to hate the Jews and Israel and act upon their hatred. So it is simply not very helpful to have statements in New York when on the ground the Palestinians continue their terrorist campaign and terrorist activities against the Jewish state.
All right, so I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking some breaking developments this time coming from Syria. Now, according to a senior